Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's start the reading.
Feel like whoever this individual is, if you catch them off guard, they don't do well when you catch them off guard because they're not prepared for it. And if you're challenging this person or if you're asking this person to make a decision, I think that this person goes about things in their own manner. But I do feel like there was a conversation or there was something here about you not wanting to be an option, or you're not going to treat me in this manner. This is my expectations, and if you're not going to fulfill the expectations, then I guess I'll go ahead and leave. And I feel like with this person, not only are they understanding that you don't want to be an option, but they're also realizing that the part that you're missing is the romance. The romance of it, okay? Chivalrous man, if you're a man, you may really want this person to choose you because you can provide everything for them. You want to wine them, dine them, take them out, spoil them. You want to do everything that you feel that is important to this person. For those of you that are dating a man, or a masculine energy, this is somebody, they're not a bad person. I think it's so easy to demonize or to make somebody out to be the villain, but in the reality of things, this person is realizing that you get upset with them because they don't put you first, that you get upset with them because they don't take the time that's necessary and needed in order to develop the connection. I also feel like your person has a certain way of going about things. There's a certain code. Like for Italians or Sicilians, whatever, there's a certain code you live by. I feel like with this person, there's a certain code, whether it's a family code of tradition of whatever, and with this person, whatever it is, I think that they've had significant commitment issues in the past because whoever they dealt with, they didn't treat them right, and they always put other people before themselves. And I feel like whoever this person was, they've realized that they gave an offer to a wrong person, and that not everybody is the same. But that's a part of the trauma that I feel like your person didn't address or didn't acknowledge. And that this realization of these commitment issues, they're actually stemming from relationships your person has seen around them. If they've never seen a happy marriage, why would they want to go jump in a marriage? Why would they think them being in an unhappy marriage is anything outside of the norm when all of their friends and family dislike the person that they're with? So I feel like your person's commitment issues start from having a significant realization they could have been cheated on, where they're like, I don't want to be the option, and if I don't want to be the option, then I'm going to be the person with the options coming in here. But at the core root of everything, your person wants love. They want romance. They love the idea of it. It's almost coming in as like a very Martin and Gina type of love, or I mean, it could definitely come in as like a Notebook type of love, or something where two people fall in love with each other out of nowhere. It's coming in as that type of energy, where I feel like your person does want that. I think that they yearn for that, but I also think that they were shown that that's something that's not capable, and based on the people around them, they know what they know. And if you're coming in here saying, listen, we can have everything, your person's like, yeah, okay, but how long is that going to last? Because everybody I know doesn't have that. I also feel like with your person, they have significant third-party issues where they may feel like you have somebody else, or they're always thinking you're dating somebody else, or that there's somebody else that wants you. And I feel like that's why this person acts the way that they do. I mean, I think that there's multiple reasons. I think that the commitment issues stem from their childhood, stem from being cheated on, stem from this person never feeling like they're enough. Never feeling like I have enough to offer somebody, so instead of giving somebody my all and falling short, I'll give people pieces of me. That way, I can never say that I committed and I gave my all, so when it fails, but I was never invested. If your person is in a third party, or if you are in a third party, this is something that I feel like really does bother them. It doesn't make them feel good to incorporate you in this, and they may feel very uncomfortable with the energy that I feel like they're in, because whoever this person is, they're having a significant realization about you where your intentions are genuine. There isn't a third party, like they're the person that you love. And I feel like this person needed to accept the fact that they were worth the love. And I feel like for some of you, there's somebody around your person that doesn't want your person to commit, that feeds into those negative energies of being promiscuous, as leading double lives, as being somebody that's not their true authentic self. But I feel like with your person right now, they want to come together and they want to make it right. They want to show you that they could be the man or woman that you really do desire, or that you really do need. And this is somebody that's overthinking it. Like if you said to this person, I want to be with you, this person is overthinking whether or not they have what it takes to be everything you desire and everything that you need. When in reality, you just need this person to show up and allow God or the universe to take control and do what needs to be done. But I feel like they're really overthinking this energy when it does come to you. Because what I heard is, sorry if you guys hear Enzo snoring, for the first time I feel like in this person's life, you're somebody that has very genuine emotions and very genuine feelings towards them. For those of you guys that are OGs on the channel, you can see how I'm staying away from this third party energy, because I feel like this is really, it is a full moon in Aries right now, so Aries are going to be significantly impacted, but I feel like what's occurring here is your person is letting go of a lot of the old way of thinking that kept them bound and kept them stuck and kept them stagnant and stopped them from having that level of freedom of being who they are, whoever they are. about your person forging their own identity and not worrying about the way other people are viewing them, or if they're withholding some type of family, whatever. But I do think this is something this person is overthinking because they're beginning to evolve and they're beginning to think in a different light. But what I wanted to say is, I feel like this reading, and we'll probably get into third party external energy um, in the extended, because I do know people are very curious about that. But I do want to focus this reading on exactly what your person is going through. They're really worried that either you have somebody else or that you're gonna find somebody else. They feel like they're not good enough. This is somebody that I feel you wouldn't even realize how interested they are in you. I feel like this is somebody that's been interested in you for a really long time. This is somebody that's really wanted to get to know you in a deeper level, but I feel like they ran because they weren't ready for that level of commitment. And then I think that they overthink whether or not you really do want them. Are you really interested in them? Or are you really going to be interested in them when you get to know them? For some of them, they feel like, oh, you don't know how boring I am, but I feel like you do know that. I think there's something very magical about what you love about the person. Because if you ask 100 people, what do you like about, the collective's person, they're going to say a bunch of different things that may be very surface level, because not many people have got deep with your person or were able to penetrate to a certain point with them, where I feel like with you, you appreciate the smaller things. You appreciate this person's laugh. You appreciate this person's soul, the way that they think. So I feel like with this person, they've always been worried with whether or not your intentions were genuine and whether or not they had the ability to give you exactly what you deserved or what you needed. This is also somebody that they may or may not have said this to you yet, but I feel like there's a very deep conversation that's coming here where I feel like your person is gonna have this confession. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. And in this confession, they're going to talk to you about why they have these commitment issues. What stopped them from progressing, or what's had them in their head, or why they're scared to take that opportunity. Like, this is somebody that really wants to, it almost feels like tossing a coin, because there's so much tension and there's so much strain right now, because there's a heavy emphasis on partnership. And again, I feel like your person needs to come forward and they need to express that they're in love with you. In love with you, confessing their love, saying, I love you for the first time, or it's something about hearing it. This is somebody that wants to hold your hand. This is somebody who really does enjoy being in your presence, but I also feel like you and them need to have some type of significant conversation. In this conversation, I think what you both are going to realize is you have the same intentions, which are genuine. You could have been saying this the entire time to your person, but if your person wasn't in a place to hear it, or if it wasn't in their scope, it's almost like that Charlie Brown, like, want, 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 want. Like, it's just words, but there's no meaning behind it because your person's unable or incapable of processing it. I think that they always knew that you were different. I think that they always try to deflect or defer their feelings. But I feel like there's something here that they cannot deny, and this is a confession. The confession is, I've been overthinking this relationship. The confession is, I have very deep emotions for you. The confession is, are you interested in me the way that I'm interested in you? Are you going to be here if I mess up? Are you going to leave me and leave me high and dry where I'm stuck with nothing? Are you willing to accept me for my flaws, for everything? Is that something you're willing or you're capable of doing? Because this person knows it's asking a lot. But it's also asking a lot of them to reveal that vulnerable aspect of them, because your person feels like every single person that they've been vulnerable with, that they've taken that, they've used that information against them later on. For some of you, there's a deep conversation coming in here with you and your person. Your person is having very intimate thoughts about you. Very, very intimate thoughts about you. Like, there's something here where they want to kiss you. They want to touch you. This is somebody that is very intimate. It's almost giving me like Latin lover type of energy, where like the telenovela where, they rush in at the last minute with flowers and confess their love. Like, there's something very dramatic with this energy where it almost feels as if it's from a movie or a fairy tale. And I feel like it's because this person is very chivalrous. I feel like this is somebody that once they understand, once it's in their scope, and again, I think it's because they've put down their scope, that they're able to realize how their non-committal energy has significantly impacted your relationship or your connection with them. That it's forcing this person to come forward and be honest. And this is something that I feel like your person has been avoiding for a period of time because of the commitment issues. And if you took a break from this connection, I feel like it broke this person. But sometimes you have to break to be fixed. Sometimes when, something needs to be broken in order for it to be set correctly. Whether that's becoming stronger, becoming whatever, there's something here that I feel like your person has really tried to avoid showing you how interested they are in you. They've really tried their hardest to pretend like they're happy, like everything is great, like nothing is wrong, that you're crazy. That why do you think that? But in reality, they know that that's not true. In reality, they know that this is a fated connection. that the God and the universe wanted you both to meet. They know that they've always felt a very strong magnetic spiritual connection with you. And they know that there's something major that the two of you are meant to embark on together. But it is going to require, you have ballet dancers here, you may be a ballet dancer, they may be a ballet dancer, or a dancer in general. This may be somebody who wears a suit, who looks good in a suit. Even if they don't wear a suit, inside, they're very suit and tie. Even if on the outside they look wild, they're very buttoned up here. But I feel like with this individual or with this person, you can't defy fate. And its fate is something you can't avoid. It's like this person was purposely trying to avoid fate. And the more that they pushed you away, the more that they ran, the more that they began to understand, I need them. But acknowledging you need somebody, or it feels like you need that's a very hard pill to swallow for somebody that is typically used to being in a controlled setting. For some of you, they may have even avoided kissing you. They may have even wanted to kiss you if you've not kissed this person before. So you'll notice they'll either cut things short because they're really trying to avoid that. They're trying to avoid you knowing how much this person really does love you. And they also are aware at how faded this connection is. But it's also about this person. For some of you, they are leaving another party in order to be with you, or leaving a lifestyle behind, leaving a relationship. This is somebody that doesn't want to be with anybody else. Or this is somebody that wants to come forward and wants to let you know, I want to be monogamous. Maybe I'm not exactly ready for a full-blown relationship just yet. For some of you, you're like, my dude, you're 50, like, you're in your 50s, you're in your 60s. What do you mean? It's time to grow up, Peter Pan. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to put that down at some point. But I feel like it's steps for this person, and this person is already coming out of their comfort zone. So I still feel like you're gonna have to be relatively patient. But there's something here where your person wants you to know that they only want to be with you. That there is a level of loyalty. I'm not sleeping with anybody else. I'm not talking to anybody else. It's just me and you. I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on my insecurities. So until I can completely work on those insecurities, what I can offer you is my loyalty, and what I can offer you is that I am working towards myself so that I can be the person that you really do deserve and the person that you desire as well. Because you've triggered this person's anxieties. You've triggered this person to want to go grab a cup of coffee. Maybe they work at a coffee shop or a restaurant. Or they're a bartender. You work at a hotel. A travel agent. I don't know. But it seems like to me like your person really just wants to kind of come together and talk about their feelings. If there's something here for some reason with this full moon where your person wants to get things out. By the way, for those of you guys that do read cards, this is the Dating Oracle 2 by the Pretty Psyche. Alright. Why all of a sudden are these feelings kind of bubble and boiling? Why are they coming to the surface? Yeah, the moon, because your person, I love how beautiful this color looks against the black and the gray and the white. With the Seven of Cups, your person needed some time to understand what was going on. But I also think that the full moon is very significant right now for you and for your person, because whatever uncertainty there was because of the illusions, the confusion, and the control, your person wants to show that. Because I think for some of you, you may think the worst case scenario with your person, oh, they're cheating on me, they don't love me, they don't like me, that's why they're not talking to me. But that's not true. But I feel like that's also a defense mechanism on your end, so that you're not setting yourself up to fail. But your person is coming forward because they want to express everything that's going on, and they also want to share with you. This is Venus and Scorpio. They want to share with you because I think that this person felt like they thought differently. I also feel like with this moon energy, your person's third eye is significantly awakening and it's opening. This is also somebody that may want to come talk to you about spell work. Sagittarius energy is here. Cancer, Pisces energy. I think that I talked about that because I've done a couple of recordings this morning. But I feel like this person wants to clear up. The reason that they want to come forward and have this conversation with you is because they want to clear up the confusion. But I feel like your person was in an imbalanced state where they were not emotionally, balanced, I feel like. For some of them, they could have been in devil energy. For some of them, they could have been in spell work, where they're coming out of the spell work and they're able to acknowledge, because somebody here, whether it's a masculine or a feminine, they're aware of the level of manipulation that they were under. They're coming to the understanding of that, whether that's the manipulation of how they thought, whether this is physical manipulation. This could even be somebody that's been imbalanced, that's bipolar, that's schizophrenic, that has emotional issues, that has anxiety, ADHD, or any type of neurodivergent energy. They could even be autistic. Whatever it is, it's like there's something about your person where they had to understand who they were and balance out their energy. And that's why they want to come in and they want to explain to you. Because there's this hope here that with whatever they say to you, with this Uranus energy, that whatever they communicate to you, that it's going to change the way that you view them, because they feel that you don't view them in a positive light because of their actions or because of the way that they moved or they move. This is something also for some of you. It's about some type of significant sudden change that creates freedom within inside of your person, but it's freeing them from their sins, it's freeing them from their guilt, it's freeing them from the invisible chains that they've been bound to. In general, and it's giving this person a sense of freedom. Why is it providing them freedom? Hello? Okay, so like I said, I feel like the external energy is kind of over there, like the kid in class that knows all the answers and they're jumping up and down, they're like, pick me, me, I know the answer, I know the answer, I know the answer. There's something here with this external energy that your person has seen that's changed their perspective, that's allowing them to let go of whatever external energy was stopping them, whether that's a mother, a father, a viewpoint, a perception, a childhood, a distorted memory. For some of you, it's a distorted feminine figure, or your person has a distorted view of their mother. You may have a distorted view of your mother, which is also why you get this person. But I feel like what's changing here and what your person is letting go of, what they're having freedom from, is from these external influences. Holy cannoli. Judgment. See, we keep seeing this judgment energy, and it's because your person is walking away from a past situation. They could be filing for divorce. They could be going through some type of legal situations right now, or something where they've been very focused on either a court date or paperwork or finances. They could be moving money around. They could be reshifting or reshuffling. I don't know why that's coming in, but your person has made a decision based on their moral integrity that this situation with this external influence, it doesn't work for them anymore. This was something that hit them out of nowhere. And I feel like for some of you, your person thought it was too late to reinvent themselves, but now they're beginning to realize, I am already somebody different. And every day that progresses, every day that goes by, and they're not living in their truth, they're not feeling good. Maybe at first they don't mentally feel good. Then their body starts to not feel good. Then waking up becomes more challenging because, again, the longer that you live a lie, and when you've elevated, and if you're attached to somebody like you, they're going to feel this at a completely different level than other people do. They're beginning to feel this the way that you do, in the sense of if you get stressed or whatever, more than likely, or spiritually spent, you'll get sick. It's the same thing I feel like with this person right now, but what they're acknowledging here with this judgment, right? This is Capricorn energy. This is heavy Capricorn energy, because if you look here, it's all Saturn. This is all Saturn energy. And Saturn is, what they're beginning to understand here is Saturn restricts. So these external influences have really restricted them. If your person wanted to be an emperor, the Four of Pentacles is the knockoff emperor. It's the person that looks like they have everything that's sitting there, but they're really holding on to their money, or they're holding on to past situations because they're scared to take that leap. They're scared to take that risk. They're scared to make that bet, right? They're scared to risk it all just in case it backfires. I feel like you're different. I feel like that's why you guys do great with one another, because you're like, hey, YOLO, you only live once. I'm gonna do it. And in this process, with your person turning your back or turning their back, and this could even be you as well, where you're turning your back